Everybody and their nan is talking about should Ronaldo start for Portugal, and everybody's making their own videos, and I'm here to make mine. No, taking things at face value. Like, let's take things at face value. Then we're going deeper and get into the details and the facts and all those good stuff. At face value, in 2026, if I am a defender playing against, if I like a center back or left back or whatever, and I am playing against Portugal, and I see Ronaldo, and again, this is just from a fan perspective. I'm not a professional footballer. I'm not an amateur footballer. I'm just a fan of the sport who is just observing human nature and looking at cause and effect. I see Ronaldo coming onto the field. I'm going to commit as much fouls outside the 18-yard, just outside the 18-yard box because one, yes, if it's Bruno taking them, we're screwed. But if it's Ronaldo, we're good, right? And no matter who gets fouled, Ronaldo is still taking free kicks. Why? I see him taking free kicks in the friendlies. I'm not sure that's the case in the World Cup, but for friendlies, I think Ronaldo's taking them just for fun. But if he's taking them in the World Cup, man, I am fouling Bruno. I am fouling Rafael, Leao. Just make sure it's outside the box, not inside the box, but outside the box, because that's just a possession turnover. Because Ronaldo's going to take those free kicks and he's gonna send them into the grandstands. So that's one and two. Like, he's not as like, if it was 2014, I'll be shitting my pants. If I am playing against Ronaldo in 2014, I would be shitting my pants seeing him on the field. No, it's 2026, right? And I see Ronaldo, I'm just like, okay, just don't mark him too close. Mark him close, but not too close, I guess, because he ain't going nowhere. And then he's not helping to defend. And he's just a guy who is only his only purpose is just to finish the chances, finish the goals. Now, granted, I'm not downplaying Ronaldo. I'm not saying he's washed or whatever. But compared to 2014 Ronaldo, you can call it washed. I'm just saying he's not that of a threat as he used to be. No, if the balls are coming in from Bruno, yes. Outside the box, Ronaldo is practically useless. Outside the box, inside the box, lethal. Don't get me wrong, that is correct. But it's just like, okay, he's lethal inside. How long can he do that for? He cannot do that for 120. He cannot do that for 120. 120. Maybe 90. Maybe 90. Maybe he can, make smart runs inside the box, run behind the lines, run into pocket of spaces, right place, right time. He can do that for 90. I'm not sure for he's 41. He ain't doing that for 120. So first of all, Ronaldo should be a super sub. Ronaldo should be a super sub. Ronaldo should be a player where if Portugal is playing against any team and they're drawing at 60th minute, you send Ronaldo on. That's Ronaldo really and truly shouldn't be starting because depends on his fitness. Taking things at face value depends on his fitness. He would have to be taken off at 75, 85, and he's not prone to injury, but because he's a very professional, he's very good at maintaining fitness because he hasn't been injured. Like in his past 12 years, he's really been injured. So I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying he really truly shouldn't start because if he gets tired, he's 41. If he gets tired, you're bringing on Ramos. No, I'd rather start Ramos than to start Ronaldo because Ramos has that energy to press the lines, press the defensive line, to help, you know, inside the box, outside the box, he's okay. But inside the box, he's nowhere close to Ronaldo. So you want that attacking threat of Ronaldo at the 75th minute. You keep him healthy, keep him fit, don't overdo it. That's my thing. But giving a look at who is a Portuguese manager, yeah, we can have a problem there. Because I don't know. I don't know why Martinez gets all this hate. I don't know why. It's he didn't do bad in 2018. He didn't do all that bad in 2022. Why do Martinez get all this hate? I maybe it's just me, but at face value, Roberto Martinez is a average manager. To me, it's average. I think a lot of people have the 2018 Belgium against him. And to be honest with you, okay, cool. Maybe he should have won 2018 World Cup. Cool. That's true. In that match against France, what are you doing? Like 2018 France wasn't a walkover. Then again, Croatia scored two against them, and France and Belgium didn't do anything against them. I guess in that comparison, you can say maybe he underperformed in that match as a manager. But overall, to me, he's an average manager. Average manager. Morocco in 2022 with Portugal, it's a difficult one because France beat them by one goal, and I believe that that was their goal. If France wants to beat them by two, I think France could have done that, but there was a tactics change as soon as France had the lead. So I don't think that the goal line truly reflect their ability to score. It just show they have reflect the ability to maintain a game. But I just see Roberto Martinez as a average coach, and if it's not him, then who? Maybe there's other prospects, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But at the same time, I want to see Ronaldo coming off the bench because let's be honest. Outside Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandez is the next best penalty taker. Bruno Fernandez is the next best. Sorry, Bruno Fernandez is the best free kick taker. Let me just verify that real quick. Let me go through the squad in my mind. Yep, that he's the best free kick taker. So even if Ronaldo's not on the pitch, the only thing you're missing is just the goals. It's just the goals, right? It's just the type of goals. Let's be more let's be more frank. It's a type of goals. The type of goals. Now, in all honesty, Ronaldo can do it from far. Will he do it from far all the time? No. Ronaldo will do it from far if the fence are caught flat footed, situational reasons. Ronaldo can do it from far. So the goals he's going to score are going to be 6 yard goals, 5 yard goals, 10 yard goals, and what have you. Goals is a goal. Goes by a goal from 40 yards out versus a goal from 2 yards out have the same value of a goal. What I'm trying to say, take out that out of Ronaldo, he's not really contributing. Can they still do without him? Maybe. Would it be better with him? Yes, off the bench. That's just my thing. So I don't think he should start. I don't think he should take free kicks either. And if he's not there to take the pens, Bruno Fernandes can take pens. Bruno Fernandes can take the penalties for Portugal. Ronaldo's not that needed until it's the clinical finishing that you need. No, then you bring a Ronaldo because the gap between Ramos and Ronaldo, it's a huge gap as it pertains to right place, right time inside the box. Everything else you can compare. Yes. But that's to be honest with you, I'm excited to see Ronaldo play six World Cup. I want to see it. I'm here for it. Add to the resume of greatness. The only defense I see for Ronaldo starting is his impact in the Nations League because he was very instrumental in that campaign for Portugal. But is that enough to justify him playing full 90? I don't think so. And why is it so important for him to start? To me, he's a super sub. If the team is down by one goals or two goals in the 68th minute, bring him on. If the team is drawing the game at the 75th minute, bring him on because all he brings is goals. He doesn't help with build up play. He doesn't defend. He doesn't run. The only thing he's good at this age is just finishing chances from passes from Bruno or Vitinha or Rafael Leao. Make him be on the end of those crosses. Now, if you want to partner him up with Ramos at top, with a two at the top, like a 3-5-1-2, with Leo behind or Bernardo Silva behind, or better yet, I would have Bruno Fernandes behind Ramos and Ronaldo. To me, that would be ideal because I see Ramos as that second striker who can play behind Ronaldo, run inside the pocket, create these fake runs, create these openings, so Ronaldo can go in the back, get in the back pockets, and get in those good spaces for that 6 yard, 5 yard passes, well, 5 yard goals, 5 yard tap-ins. Tap-ins just of a goal as if it was 40 yards out. A goal is a goal, but I don't think he should be a sole striker. So, for example, if it's a 4-2-3-1, I don't think Ronaldo can play a full 90 being that sole striker. He can play a full 90 as a second striker to Ramos. That's not bad. Or he can be an inside forward with the two wingers up top, but I don't think Martinez is going to play that. I'm just saying, Ronaldo starting shouldn't even be a conversation. Just on the fact that this Portugal team is very strong as it is, and if Ramos was a little bit more technical and less raw in physical ability, there wouldn't be any conversation. But don't get it wrong. To me, Ronaldo is still a world class player. Better yet, I would say a world class finisher. Ronaldo's game is just finishing these chances, finishing these opportunities, and that's it. And to me, that's important where it is necessary. If it's not necessary, don't you're wasting that space on the team. You're wasting that space on the team. Now, granted, the first game is against Congo. Congo to just qualify by beating Jamaica in the qualifying rounds, and they had to go to full 120. So Congo is not really a threat per se. I would start Ronaldo in that match. Now, outside that match, I don't see Ronaldo starting many other games because after that match, we're gonna have after you know Portugal, beat you know DR Congo in that game on Wednesday, right? We're going to see a good matchup between them and Uzbekistan, I would say, because Uzbekistan is more organized defensive wise than DR Congo. So if Ronaldo does play that game, he's going to have a hard time finding these spaces because they're a lot more tight around the back for Uzbekistan. Now, against Colombia, I think Colombia has the weakest defense out of DR Congo and Uzbekistan. So he can play full, he can come on after 68 minutes in Colombia and you definitely score. He shouldn't play Uzbekistan. Shouldn't play. If Portugal win against Congo, he doesn't need to play Uzbekistan. If Portugal draws against Congo, he needs to play 30 minutes, the last 30 minutes in Uzbekistan and win that game. However, if they somehow, which I don't find is likely, if they draw both Congo and Uzbekistan, he's going to have to play Colombia full 90 to guarantee the win. So, all depends. But to me, these are easy games. In my opinion, Portugal can win these games without Ronaldo, but we'll see. If you want to hear more, whether it's a World Cup games or for games after the World Cup, Champions League, Premier Leagues, the whole 9 yards, please subscribe, like, comment, and let me know your thoughts. And I see you in the next episode. If you want to hear more, whether it's a World Cup games or for games after the World Cup, Champions League, Premier Leagues, the whole 9 yards, please subscribe, like, comment, and let me know your thoughts. And I see you in the next episode.